Our word of the week this week is skuos, which means a vessel or a container that is small enough to be carried. It can also mean a utensil. It comes from an older verb, skuadzein, which means to prepare or to get ready. So by extension, the utensils or vessels that you used to prepare food or to prepare some sort of an offering morphed into this noun for vessel or utensil. The equipment that was used became the thing. This can be for common use or for cult use, in religious ceremonies. And first up, we're going to look at literal examples of a vessel. First is Mark chapter 11, verse 16. All the readings today are from the ESV with the Koine supplied. And he would not allow anyone to carry anything through the temple. And anything here is skuos. So think about, this is Jesus cleansing the temple. Think about the busy and massive economy of the Jewish temple at Jerusalem. There are all these offerings and sacrifices taking place. And there are people coming and going with all the things that are required. This is a busy economy, and so when you're a daily participant in that economy, you know the old saying, familiarity breeds contempt. So there are people walking through semi-sacred parts of the temple and treating it like a thoroughfare. And we're told that Jesus wouldn't allow them to go through carrying a vessel, carrying the stuff that was being traded and sold for the various sacrifices in the temple. Next, we're going to see at the crucifixion, this is John chapter 19, verse 29, a jar, skuos, full of sour wine stood there, so they put a sponge full of the sour wine on a hyssop branch and held it to his mouth. So there we have skuos, a jar, a small container with this sour wine in it. Next, we're going to look at both a figurative and literal example. I should reverse that. We're going to start with a literal example followed by a figurative example, and this is in 2 Timothy chapter 2 verses 20 through 21. Now in a great house there are not only vessels of gold and silver, vessels here is skue, but also of wood and clay, some for honorable use, some for dishonorable. Therefore, if anyone cleanses himself from what is dishonorable, he will be a vessel, skuos, for honorable use, set apart as holy, useful to the master of the house, ready for every good work. Next up, we're going to see a figurative use only. And this is from Paul in Romans chapter 9, making sort of a parable about God as a potter and we as the pottery. So this is Romans 9, 19 through 21. You will say to me then, why does he still find fault? For who can resist his will? But who are you, O man, to answer back to God? Will what is molded say to its molder, why have you made me like this? Has the potter no right over the clay to make out of the same lump one vessel for honorable use and another for dishonorable use? And vessel here again, skuos. Finally, we're going to see Paul described as a vessel, and this is Christ appearing to Ananias and sending him to Paul shortly after the Damascus Road event. So this is Acts chapter 9, verse 15. But the Lord said to him, go, for he is a chosen instrument, but literally chosen vessel, skuos, of mine, to carry my name before the Gentiles and kings and the children of Israel. So think about it from the sense of Paul being a vessel that carries the name of Christ. He's the container, the portable container that's going to take the name of Christ, the message about Christ, to the Gentiles, to kings, and even to the children of Israel. He is the container the portable vessel that will be used to carry the gospel to the peoples of the world. So that makes Paul a skuos, and anyone else who is the container, the carrier of a message, of an ideal, of an idea, is also figuratively then a skuos. So skuos is our word of the week. From what? From skuadzein, to prepare or to get ready. Then it became the equipment for getting something ready, and ultimately it is the container in which that which has been gotten ready, or even just an ingredient, is carried about or transported in. So that's our word of the week, skuos. Good word of the week. It appears a bunch of times. Get out your concordance and look for some others and see what interesting nuggets you may find. Until next time, please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends you like the channel, and until we see one another again, Charis Kairene Humin, grace and peace to you.